People ask me, when it comes to trading, what is the best thing that you can teach an individual? Or what's the best thing that will aid the growth of a trader? What's the best thing? And let me tell you, right? Because I've seen some traders going back and forth about your strategy doesn't make sense and it doesn't work and blah, blah, blah. And you can get 100 different people to trade the same strategy. They'll get different results. You can get 100 different people to trade 100 different strategies. They're all going to have different results. Can I make this submission to you? Strategy is not the only component to make you a better trader. Strategy is not the only component that makes you a better trader. Strategy is what a lot of traders hone in on. They want to be known as, I have the best strategy. Many of you know that I created, 2 powerful geometric strategies. But when people ask me what type of trader am I always say I'm a psychological based trader. I like to dive into psychology and spirituality, but psychology at that. So I'm going to give you the greatest thing you can ever use in your trading that will make you the best at what you do. Doesn't matter about being better than someone else. At the end of the day, you're going to heaven or hell by yourself. It's about being the greatest at what you do. When I go around, I tell people I'm the best at what I do, because God has called us to be the best of who we are. So when it comes to you need to understand that your strength is not in your strategy. Your strength is not in your lot size. Your strength is not in the amount of indicators you use. Your strength is not in the comprehension of fundamental analysis. Your strength is not about how you can draw a trend line or not draw a trend line, or recognizing supply and demand, or using Fibonacci retracements or extensions, or fib fans, or fib arcs, or using Elliott wave, or harmonics if it's a shark pattern, or a butterfly pattern, or if it's a crab pattern. Your strength actually is not in any of those things. Your biggest strength and your ability to get from one level to another level is in the ability to be able to own your losses. For you to get better, let me tell you, you need to lose and lose and lose and lose and lose and lose before you realize that this losing I am doing isn't helping my life. I hope you're with me. Now, your reaction to your losses is going to determine whether you're going to qualify to the next level or not. Because for every level that you go up in ranks when it comes to spirituality, there's a demon that is waiting for you to take you on. And so when it comes to life, you need to understand that your ability to persevere is a reflection on your ability to pass the level that you are at right now. You see, there are 2 things you can do when you lose. One is to complain. Why is it always me? Why is it always the same people winning? How come? And the next person is, let me look myself in the mirror and say, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep committing the same silly mistakes? Why do I keep on over leveraging? Why do I keep on blowing my account? Why do I keep trading at this time and it doesn't work? Why do I keep on doing this and it doesn't work? And then that is where your growing starts. You see, many people who have come to trade the rhombus, you guys are spoiled. You got that thing on a silver platter. But the rhombus was 2 years of me losing. The rectangle was 2 years of me losing over and over and over again. So when people see me now and I'm able to look at the chart and just draw a line and say it's going to go here, it's as a result of my losses. I looked myself in the mirror and I said to myself, you know what? I know I am more than capable. I know other people are successful at what they are doing, but what am I doing that's contributing to my losses? Sometimes our mentality is, let's blame the person we've learned from. Let us blame the witches in our family. Let us blame the fact that we came from poor homes. Let us blame the fact that we don't have the latest iPhone. Let us blame the fact that our friends are not believing in us. So we're using all of these external factors, but the issue at hand is you, has always been you, and will continue to be you until you take you out of the equation. Let's put some things into perspective. The reason why we lose at times and why we over leverage is because rent is due. The reason why we lose and we over leverage is because our children's school fees are due. The reason why we keep on over leveraging, hoping for that one big trade, is because we're hungry. There are all these external factors, and so we place all of our hope and all of our desires into one particular trade, thinking that this could be the one. And so if you are the type that has the one mentality, you always keep on losing. And what is even more sad is that you are so quick to play the blame game. Or it's because of this, or it's because he didn't teach me properly, or it's because, the markets, this is a good one, the markets keep on manipulating me. Sweetheart, the market is too big to worry about someone that is on the back village of Obwasi Brabubumi. The village, the market is too big to worry about someone all the way in Takwa. The market is too big to worry about someone all the way in Cape Town. The market is just too big to worry about someone in Bulawayo. The market is too big to just pick you out. My dear, you and I are not that special when it comes to Forex. So stop kidding yourselves and start putting yourself in the mirror and say, self, I need to ask you some questions. Self, I understand that you've gone through a lot in this lifetime. Self, I understand that your parents never believed in you. Self, I understand that you are the breadwinner of the family and there are certain pressures that are happening in your life. Self, we need to sit down and talk. Self, we need to come to a point where you realize, yes, you probably have daddy issues. Yes, mommy and daddy probably went there for you. Mommy and daddy didn't leave you an inheritance. Yes. Maybe no one finds you desirable. Yes, people are getting married before you and having a house before you. Yes, you're probably still renting, and yes, you probably still have the old car, but that does not determine the fact that there is no potential inside of you. You need to sit yourself down and say that, look, I can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. I need to be able to go through my losses periodically and say, what did I do here and what can I do here different? You see, the reason or the difference between guys like us and people who come to watch us is the fact that we have lost more than you guys. We have. You think I got here because I won all the time? No, I have lost, and I've lost in major ways that people can't even comprehend. And so you blew your $20 account and you feel like the world is about to end. Some of us have blown 5 figures. Some of us have blown 4 figures. And I tell my students, when I win and when I lose, you can't tell because my emotion is the same. One person said, in a single trade, what was the most you ever lost? I said $25,000. They said, what is the most you've ever won in a trade? $75,000. And my emotion was the same. When some of the guys came to the hub and they saw me pour out 200,000 Ghana cedis, I just said, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, there's things to do. It's not bad at all. But all of my successes was as a result of reflecting on my losses, trying to understand why I was doing that, and then correcting what I was doing. When was the last time you lost and you sat yourself down and looked at the chart that defiled you and said, what did I do here? Let me tell you something. GBP NZD was the reason why I quit Forex. GBP NZD was the chart that I looked at that made me call a signal and everyone blew their accounts. And I had a copy trading system and people blew their accounts there too. And I was managing accounts and I blew accounts there too. But if you ask me today, what is my favorite pair in the world? It is the same GBP NZD. Because that thing made me realize and study the charts for 6 months, realizing the foolery I was doing. Realizing that I can't depend on indicators to get my analysis, and I can't depend on fundamental analysis because people don't even know what they're talking about. And I can't depend on the economic calendar. I need to be able to sit down and look at the patterns and look at the market movement and look at the spread of manipulation and look at the slippage and realizing that GBP is a monster of a currency. So I can't use big lot sizes to conquer. I can use small lot sizes and aim for the 300 or 500 or 1,000 pips. I looked myself in the mirror and realized it was nobody else's fault but my own. But in this part of the world, everything that goes wrong, you blame the devil. Even when someone is living something right and they're living in a good condition, you're also blaming the devil. When is it that you will just put your reality glasses on and say that I have some work to do? Because we all do. The greatest attribute to your trading, if you master it today, the greatest thing you can ever possess is the ability to count your losses as lessons. That is it. When you lose, don't cry. When you lose, stop blaming. When you lose, don't quit. When you lose, you get your book, you get your pen, you start writing down, okay, I entered here, but I realized that this particular currency pair forms this pattern all the time. So every time I see this pattern, I'm not going to enter at that point, but I'm going to enter at a place that is beneficial for my account. Oh, I realized that maybe I had over leveraged. So maybe if I minimize my lot size and maybe widen my stop loss, I'll be able to ride the trade out longer. Maybe I realized I traded the wrong session. Instead of me always trading New Zealand or Australian session, let me wait for Frankfurt or London to be able to capitalize on momentum. There is so much work. Have a pen, have a paper, write stuff down. That's why they keep saying in this part of the world, the greatest secret you can ever give to a brother or sister is a book, because they won't read it. You won't sit down and analyze where you went wrong. You're too busy looking at the witches in your family. Let me tell you, a witch is only as powerful as the power you give it. Trust me, hire someone who is a witch in your family. Do you think they will kill you? You're feeding them. They can't kill you. That's why Solomon says, money answereth all things. The witch that is tormenting you in your dream, hire them with your Forex money and see if they will want to kill you. So stop this thing about my village, the people in my lineage, and all these things. All of us have an issue. If you're an ethnic anywhere around the world, you probably didn't have an inheritance. You probably didn't have rich parents. You probably had to sleep on floors. We all have the same struggle story. Stop using that as your sub story and use that as your point of reference to say that my children will never have a life like that. That's all it is. It's not about mastering your strategy the most. It's about understanding where you are falling short and correcting your mistakes. Not blaming your mentor. You know, some of us mentors, as you call us, we sit back and we look at how people jump from one person to another person, thinking that that person is their salvation. I pity you guys. I pity you guys. You guys fall in this category of, well, the rectangle didn't work for me this week, so let me go to this other guy and see what they have. Or this guy's signals wasn't good this week, so let me go to this other person and see what they have. What are you doing? Because let me tell you, all of us guys that you project up at the top all went through situations like yours. There is a difference between what we are doing. Elvis is on the call. Yo, can you come on? Bro, can you come on? This is my new brother, eh? When it comes to like the reality of trading, this guy, I'm feeling the keke. I feel him rough. Bro, I know you just joined, but if you can confirm or deny this, I'm saying that the greatest attribute a trader could ever have is not in the mastering of a strategy or not from jumping from mentor to mentor. It's the ability to be able to own their losses and turn their losses into lessons. These are things that people are not even teaching. They're thinking, no. Your RSI was 14. It should have been 13 instead. That's why you lost. Or, you had a moving average, but it should have been an exponential moving average, not a simple moving average. It's not about that. It's about understanding that you have a responsibility as a trader to be able to perfect your craft. And you can't make anything perfect unless you have imperfect situations that will cause you harm. Nothing gets better. Nothing gets better until it's bad. Look, I wish we had tasty medicine, but medicine tastes like garbage. But you have to taste the bitterness of medicine to be able to live the sweetness of its healing. When a building is being constructed, you have to build down first before you can go up. When a road is being constructed, you have to scatter everything before you can make it beautiful. So in your trading, you need to be broken down. You need to be humbled. You need to be able to take notes and understand that this is where I've gone wrong. This is what I've been able to do. This is what I've not been able to do. I need to focus on the things I've not been able to do and then ride with that. Stop jumping from mentor to mentor. We're all looking at you and we're saying, y'all are a bunch of sheep. Trust me, people who have gone from Elvis have come to me. People who have gone from me have gone to Elvis, and they're still doing the same complaints. And we're laughing at you guys because we are not your source of inspiration. We are not your liberation. We are not your salvation. All we are doing is teaching what we were taught and what we were consistent at, and we were giving it to you. That's all we were doing. It is up to you to take the mantle and run with it. And if you don't, I woke up. So that's all I came on to say. Your greatest attribute in your trading is not in the ability to master 29,452 different strategies. It's being able to correct your losses one step at a time. I told you I wasn't going to be long today, and I ain't going to be long today. I'm going to continue pouring some perfumes because I actually have fun doing that. So, guys, peace out, and I'll talk to you guys very, very soon.